What's up, everybody? What's up, Brian? Welcome back. We are here for some Xfinity qualifying here at Talladega. Right now, it is going to be Tommy Kohig at the top of the charts, Jared Jones in second, Dusty Martin in third. As these guys roll through the corners, it is going to be Lovelace out on the track right now, putting down a qualifying time in that 00. Brian, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Asher's out there. Asher did make it out here in the number 42 machine. Mark Thrash is out here in the number 22, jumping back on with Lovelace. Jonathan Burt and Zach Lovelace both at the bottom of the boards as they are going to wind that thing up around the top side, looking to take advantage of as much speed as they can get in their cars here tonight. Qualifying top five is so important as we got 40 plus cars here set to do battle at Talladega. I know that it's at least 41. We could end up with a couple more if these guys are not qualifying. 45 ended up in the server. I do know a few people backed out, but not very many. As Lovelace comes out of turn at number 4, he's going to look to take lap number 3. Watch for him to roll the bottom. Riley Green going to jump up to 25th. Farless is going to be 8th here tonight. That looks like he's going to start heat race number 1. All right, here comes Lovelace. He's going to go to the bottom here in turn number 1 and 2. Let's see what kind of lap time he puts down. He's working his third and final lap. Thank you for the game controller, Brian. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Over on TikTok. Remember, guys, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, right? So, Ian, we got this series that we're running on Wednesdays, and Mogard's in it. And I made Landon Moody a logo that says "I stand for Jared" because he can't with a little wheelchair in the middle, and he won't put it on his car. Brian, thank you for the air dancer. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That's pretty cool. And now he's sending 66, 69. How many roses is he going to send? Brian with the roses. Appreciate that. I don't think he would. Thank you for the 90 roses, Brian. Appreciate that. I honestly don't think he would. You were in the race when I made the joke about us. You can wreck him if you sweep his legs out from underneath him. All right, let's see. Where did Lovelace end up? Lovelace with the quick time. Lovelace to the top of the boards with a 54.601 at the top of the charts for Zach Lovelace. Mark Thrash going to be 9th quick. He's got one more lap to go, but he's only got 10 seconds. He won't get it in. We got 41 cars that have qualified, so we got at least 42 cars because Ian Martin's in here. He did not put down a qualifying lap as we are going to get ready for heat race number 1. Looks like Lovelace, Kohig, Hansen, Jared Jones, and Dustin Martin going straight to the feature. Everybody else into a heat race. Let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. You got you got the same time? No, that's wild. That is wild. All right, starting on the pole here tonight, and I still got the Urca Clash stuff up. Let me go ahead and change that. Got plenty of time on a pace lap here. Thank you for the share, Brian. Appreciate that. All right, that should look a little bit better, I think. I spelled Talladega wrong. Wrong button. All right. Let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup here in heat race number 1. You're welcome, Kenny. Appreciate you being out there. Appreciate you being out there. It is going to be Matt Selby starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1. Outside of him, it is going to be Jared Gotch. Starting on the inside of row number 2 in that number 3 spot is going to be Joey Galate, I think, with Mike Slogter in that number 4 spot. Going to be Braden in that number 5 position. Remington James in 6. Mason Gobik's going to be in that number 7 spot. Connor Cullen in 8th with Fireball in 9th. Going to be Ashton Thomas in the number 10 spot. Rapp in 11th. Riley Green in 12th. Starting in the number 13 spot, it is going to be Clint Sheehan. Outside of him, it's going to be Shane Haas with Kenny Storkson starting in 15th. It is going to be Caden in that number 15 or 16 spot, Jeremy in 17th, Allen in 18th, and Ian Martin rounding out the field in that number 19 spot. It is going to be 5 laps here tonight in heat race number 1. Let me go ahead and give him a quick little pep. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, it filled up too. All right, guys, remember this start is on green. You got 5 laps here. Top 8 transfer through. Do not jump the start. We do have other people watching. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag. Matt Selby in the number 13. He's going to try to lead him green to checker. That'd be wild. That would be wild. As they come out of turn number 4, looking for that green. We do have some people watching. I just kind of reminded, and Shane's in this one, and I believe Mark Thrash should be watching. As they come down the front straightaway, door to door, looking for turn number 1 here tonight. It is going to be 19 cars, 8 spots available as they come down the front straightaway. Third jumped. They haven't even started yet. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. So far, keeping it looking good as they head for turn number 1 and 2. I don't care. Like a lot of places will say no 3 wide first, whatever laps. I don't care about that. I just care that they don't jump before the start finish line, because then they try to do some crazy shit and it ends up with a big wreck before they even take the green. All right, they're going to keep it nice and clean through turn number 1 and 2. Selby going to lead the way on that inside. Jared Gotch up high. He's got a big push from behind from the slaughter. Slagter, I think is what it is. What's up, John's mom in the chat? Down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Selby leading the way on that inside. Top lane going to push up. That's going to help the bottom side as Joey going to get on the back bumper of Selby as they come out of turn number 4. 2 by 2 down the front straightaway. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Here comes that top lane. Big run up high. Jared Gotch. Will he get it at the line as there? Oh, got one spinning through the grass. A 661 going to spin through the grass. Jared Gotch going to lead lap number 1. Oh, no, that was bad news for Joey as he went through the grass as they head through turn number... Oh, we got more wrecking in the back. They're turned around wrecking in turn number 1 and 2. That's going to be a breakaway up at the front as they come to... No cautions in the heats. So weird, you can't see the 46 paint. Selby, that is Selby's. Selby's got the Swift car. The Diet Coke Taylor Swift car, I think is what it is. Yeah. Down the front straightaway, Jared Gotch going to lead the way as they head for the start finish line. Going to be 2 laps complete. They had a wreck already. Bunch of people caught up at the back of the pack as these guys try to get it situated. We got a big pack up front. Don't count them out. These guys could all wipe each other out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh. That didn't take long. Yeah. I didn't see what happened. I have not, ever since they went through that stuff with Schlepp. Down the back straightaway, it is going to be Selby taking the lead. Big push from behind by Mike as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Mike going to push Selby into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to lead the way. Big bobble from the 27 as they head into turn number 3 and 4 out of turn 4. Who's going to lead lap number 3? Here comes the top lane. Jared going to jump up to the top as they come down the front straightaway. I think Remington, hold on to it. I believe that is, no, Remington's on the bottom. Who is that? That is Cullen, I think, in the 27. Down into turn number 1 and 2, able to hold on to it. We got a big pack of cars here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Look at Riley Green's up in the mix as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. These guys pushing their hearts out down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Here comes the third lane. Gotch up high. He's got help coming from behind. It's going to be Ashton in that number 17. You could throw a blanket over this pack as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is so hard to be further back in this pack, especially when they're 3 wide. Nowhere to go as they come down the front straightaway. Looking for the line. It is going to be white flag at the line. Oh, it's getting sketchy. Oh, no. Remington goes for the block and gets into Gotch. Oh, they're wrecking. Big wreck, big wreck. Lots of cars. 3-car breakaway. Big wreck here in turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Braden's going to break his way through. Shane Haas snuck through. He's got Jared Gotch behind him. Mason Gobick. Oh, that is Mason in the 27's. Got the hood up. He can't see. Loud pedals, Mason. Go, go, go. As we move back up to the front, 14 going to go down on the apron as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. Selby going to lead the way. It's going to be Mike in second. These guys are going to get a run out of turn number 4. Here comes Cullen to the back bumper of Mike as they come down the front straightaway. He moves to the top side. He moved to the top side. They're not going to catch Selby. Selby's going to take the win and heat race number 1. Connor in second, Mike in third, Braden in fourth, and Shane Haas going to bring it home in fifth. Jared Gotch in sixth. Kenny's going to bring it home in seventh. And it's going to be Ashton in that number 8 spot. It just about. It happens. It happens. That's why I tell everybody, go get that fast repair because you never know. Let's go, says Kohick. A wild one there at the end. We got a lot of cars, good cars going to the LCQ. Clint, why were you so far back? Good job, Selby, right? I can't make it. I can't. They don't get provisionals. Look, we got to give credit to Mason for finishing with his hood up. I know he couldn't see a thing. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 2. Pulling up that starting lineup, it is going to be Landon Moody starting on the pole here tonight. Mark Thrash in second. Going to be Justin Farless in that number 3 spot. William Clark in fourth. Jamie's going to start in fifth here tonight. James Stats in sixth. Alex in seventh. Going to be David Mayo in the number 8 spot. Robert in ninth. Brady Gotch in 10th. Terry Wilson going to be in 11th. Nicholas in 12th. With Morgan in 13th. Going to be Jonathan Burt in that number 14 spot. Zachary in 15th. Daniel in 16th. Jonathan Hammond going to start in that number 17 spot. Paul in 18th. And Bryce in that number 19th spot. Oh, we got a lot of cars here tonight. A lot of cars. Yeah, it definitely wasn't his fault. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, Riley. All right, we're going to look for that green flag as Mark and Moody are beating and banging doors already. All right, guys, start is on green. I can't let him in. It won't let me. Let's go, says Kenny has a hard time making it. Good job, Kenny, for getting in. He's been struggling, finally makes one. Yeah, I didn't see it happen. You wouldn't have wrecked if you hadn't turned up? Oh, okay. Gonna root for him. There's gonna be a lot of people in this Conti. This Conti is gonna be massive. Let's see. We are gonna have 22 cars in the Conti. 22. Mason Gobick is who had the hood up. Your bet's on Moody? I don't know. He's got Mark Thrash who's outside, but he does have Farless behind him. Farless is always a good one to have by him. I'm gonna root for David Mayo. We want David Mayo in. All right, looking for the green flag. You need to win. As they come out of turn number 4. Who's it gonna be in heat race number 2? I just got it. Oh my God. They asked Paul if he was related to a Bob Seeger. All right. Looking for the green flag as they come through the tri-oval. Moody and Thrash on that front row. Looking for the green. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Mark Thrash on the outside. Landon Moody down low as they head for turn number 1. Who's going to keep it clean here tonight? Who's going to be able to make it into the feature? So far, so good through turn number 1 and 2. Nobody really aggressive now, but it is hard. They're just coming up to speed. Can't really get a big run yet as they come out of turn number 2. Moody going to have the edge down on the bottom side. Mark Thrash not with the push that he wants down the back straightaway. Now starting to get it as the top side starts to move, heading for turn number 3. Down into, what's up, Brian? Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Moody on the bottom side. Mark Thrash up high, side by side out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Good push for Mark Thrash from behind. Clark all over the back of him. Clark going to try to push him down the front straightaway, looking for the line. Who's going to lead lap number 1 as they come to the line? It's going to be Moody at the line that time by. Keeping it 2 by 2 into turn number 1 and 2. Lap number 1 is in the books. 4 more laps to go. 4 more laps to go. Moody's going to have a big edge. And coming out of turn number 2, Farless, almost enough room to pop up. You got to wonder if he might think about popping up there, but it is pretty safe. Staying behind the leader and just pushing and keeping yourself moving forward as they head for turn number 1 and 2. At least it is right now. It isn't too crazy right now. Do you want to take the chance and push up, or do you want to stay behind Moody as they head through turn at number 3 and 4? 22 is going to get a huge run. Yeah, Mark should get a good run. It's always a good run out of turn number 4 at Dega. He does get a run, but I don't think he's going to get there as he's side by side with Farless. Now he's next to Moody. Not able to grab the lead, but he's going to catch the edge into turn number 1 and 2. Mark with the edge into turn number 1 and 2. Great push from behind. Clark all over the back of him into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, we got one around. They're wrecking. They saved it. They saved it out of turn number 2. Big save by Daniel. Oh, does collect Jonathan Burt. He's got a ton of damage on that number 6 on the right-hand side. These guys are going to need help. Good news for him. The pack is still together. Kenny Storkson can't wait for next racing season, right? He had his camera on earlier, and he walks into his sim room, and he's got all those trophies. I asked him if he bought them at a garage sale. Coming across the line, who's going to lead this lap? Mark Thrash gets Moody at the line. Riley, thank you for the follow. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Look at they're starting to work the top side. Morgan's going to jump up high. He's got help coming maybe as they head through turn number 1 and 2. They're going to have to try to make that top side work, and it's going to be hard to pass. And if nobody goes there, he's got help. Here comes Gotch up to the outside. Gotch wants to lead him down the back straightaway. That is Brady Gotch in that number 12 as they head for turn at number 3 and 4. Moody continues to lead. Mark Thrash working the outside lane, leading that number 2 lane as Gotch is trying to get the third lane going as they come out of turn number 4. You got to absolutely get on that back bumper and push to get up to the front if you want to make that third lane work as they come out of turn through the tri-oval to the line. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Oh, they're wrecking in the back. Into turn number 1 and 2. I don't know what happened there, but it looked a little special as they head through turn number 1 and 2. I would have used a different word, but that get me banned on TikTok. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Pretty calm right now. This is the calm before the storm as they look for turn number 3. Jockey in 4 position. Top 8 transfer through. Mayo is in right now. He is back and forth with Terry. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Big bobbles there. Big bobbles in that top lane. Here comes the 47 looking to the top as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. 49 looking high. He's got help from behind. Will he get to Mark Thrash? Down the front straightaway. Moody leads the way. Mark Thrash trying to work the outside. It's going to be Moody on the high side for the win. Barless in second. Thrash, Clark, Jamie, Alex, Morgan, and Brady Gotch going through into the feature. Bryce, Jonathan, Mayo, Stats, Wilson, Burt, Daniels, King, Nicholas, Rob, and Paul going to the Consi. That's crazy. That's wild. Yeah, Moody won. Moody won. I don't think anybody's too surprised. It was actually pretty calm, that race, until the last lap. Got a little bit crazy there. But we are going to go into the Consi. Top 5 transfer through. 22 cars. Landon, thank you for the heart. Me appreciate that. What's up, buddy? As we get ready for tonight's LCQ, let's go ahead and pull up that starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ, it's going to be Mason Gobick. We got a lot of guys rooting for him here tonight. Outside of him, it is going to be Bryce Hinton. Sorry, wow, I tried to add an L in there. Starting in the number 3 spot, it is going to be Remington James with Jonathan Hammond in that number 4 spot. Going to be Jeremy Bowes in the number 5 position. David Mayo in 6th. Fireball is going to be in 7th here tonight. James Stats in 8th, Dale in 9th. Going to be Terry Wilson in the number 10 spot, Caden in 11th, Jonathan Burt in 12th. These guys are going to have some work to do back here. It looks like Jeremy did not grid up. Going to be Joey in the number 13 spot, Daniel in 14th, Clint Sheehan in 15th. Going to be Zachary King in that number 16 spot, Riley Green in 17th, Nathan in 18th. Going to be Alan in the number 19 spot, Rob in 20th, Ian Martin 21st, Paul in 22nd, rounding out the field. Yeah. All right, guys, it is going to be 6 laps here, top 5 transfer through. Have some fun. The nurse did not make it. I don't know if he tried, but it filled up pretty quick, so he might not have just been able to get in. Brett, this is Roblox. All right, looking for the green flag. It is going to be start on green. Mason and Bryce on that front row as they are 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. All right, looking for the green flag this time by Kenny. Just keep it clean. Kenny's in the feature. Kenny made it, so we'll see what happens. As they head into turn at number 3 and 4, it is going to be side by side all the way through the field. Hopefully we get a little patience here. We got some good drivers in the back. I know Ian Martin's going to be trying to race his way through in that number 98. He did get a spot since one person did not grid up on the inside lane. But Mason Gobick, hood down now. They got it latched down. Downloading it. Wait for me. As they head for the green flag. Who's it going to be in the LCQ? Who's staying? Who's going home? Through the tri-oval. Looking for that green. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. It is going to be Mason leading the way as they head for turn number 1 and 2. They are going to jockey for position. Few guys might have missed a shift or something as they move up out of the lane as Gobick continues to lead. Mason going to try to work both lanes as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Remington going to give Bryce a door out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It is going to be chaotic for these top 5 guys because they're going to have the field there. If we get a little wreck, that will help give them a little bit of breathing room here tonight. But we'll see what happens. As right now, let's see some of the names you may know. Mayo is out. Stats is out. Burt is out. Green is out. Sheehan's out. Martin's out. Just a few regular names as they come down the front straightaway looking for the line. It is going to be Mason Gobick up on the high side. He's going to lead lap number 1. Yeah, right. I always joke that making the feature for WOoT is a win in itself. That is a good night because that is the hardest part. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, it is going to be Remington James with the edges. He got a push from behind. He's got Fireball up behind him as they come down the back straightaway. I didn't realize Fireball was in the Conti too. I knew he was, but it didn't. Oh my God, they are wrecking. Ian get caught up in that. Ian did get caught up in that. He's able to save it as they're still wrecking through 3 and 4. Oh, he made it through. How'd he make it through? He stays in the gas. Maybe he can get up with the field, but this is going to make it a little bit smaller up at the front. As they look for the line, it is going to be Remington James on the inside, but Mason Gobick is going to lead that time by. Halfway through as they look for turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Stats, Allen, Rob, and Max are all out of this one. Where is Burt? Is in this pack. All right, so Jonathan Burt is up in this pack. Mayo is 1 spot out. Burt is no longer in this pack. Big wreck out of turn number 2. Big wreck for Jonathan Burt. He's going to get collected with Paul as they wreck out of turn number 2 back up to the front. This field is starting to thin itself out a little bit as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Mason leading the way. Bryson in that number 2 spot. Remington in 3rd. Fireball in 4th. Jonathan Hammond in that number 5 spot. So right now those guys are in. Everybody else is out. Ian Martin's going to need a lot of help. He's going to need a wreck up ahead as it looks like they might get one as we got the 47 down on the apron. Not sure what happened there. He was in a transfer spot. He is now out as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, we got about a lap and a half left. Can these guys keep it together? Mason continues to control the field up at the front, moves up to the high side. Fireball gives them the push as they head into turn number 3. Bryson going to take the lead. He's got Remington James all over the back of him as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Mason might have been better off just picking a lane and staying with it. Yeah, that sucks. He's had some rough luck the last couple weeks, but I guarantee he is still smiling. To the line. White flag is out. 1 lap to go in the LCQ. Oh, no, 2 laps to go. My bad. 2 laps to go in the LCQ. I guess I don't know how to math today. 2 laps to go. This field has shrunk up a little bit up at the front. Looks like we got 9 cars in this pack. Only 5 transfer through. And I'll tell you what, Ian Martin's going to need about 5 of them to get together to have an opportunity here tonight as we move back up to the front. Back up to the front. It's going to be Bryce leading the way. He's got Remington James all over the back of him. Remington's just committing right now. He knows he's in if he can finish in this number 2 spot. Big bobble behind him as the pusher was pushing the pusher as they come out of turn number 4. Mason falling back. Big door with the 47. Fireball is out. They're 4 wide. Big wreck. Big wreck down the front straightaway. Big wreck. We got a 5 car breakaway. Mayo got caught up in that one. Big wreck for David Mayo. Ian Martin's 1 spot out. He's going to need some help. It looks like Fireball snuck through. Mason snuck through. Dale in the number 3 spot. Remington in 2nd. Bryce in 3rd as the white flag is out. You wrecked out? Yeah, a lot of people did. It's like the lottery. I think it's part of the addiction with this because it is crazy trying to just make the feature. Once you make the feature, it's a whole different game. Down into turn number 3 and 4, door to door, the 52, Adele up to the high side. Oh, Mason with a bobble up the track. If he can keep it straight, he is in. As they come out of turn number 4, they're going to go to the outside. He's got Fireball behind him. Down the front straightaway. Bryce leads the way. Trying to get the run on the outside is Mason. He's not going to do it as they come to the line. They're wrecking across the line. It's going to be Bryce, Remington, Mason, Fireball, Dale going to the feature here tonight. And Ian Martin's going to be one spot short in the number 98. Oh, he was one spot out. He had to dodge a lot of things. He needs to start qualifying. Ian, we're going to have to get you to start qualifying. All right, so that is the end of the LCQ. Clint, you were 3 spots out. 3 spots out for Clint, as that is going to be it for the LCQ. We're going to jump into tonight's feature. Guys, we got a 3-minute warm-up here. I don't care what you guys want to do. Just don't get yourself disqualified. Have some fun, wreck your friends, or do some laps. You sound exactly like the type of guy I wouldn't want to babysit my kids. All right, the 201 the 201 is a 452 iRating. I think he is still learning. All right, so these guys are going to go out on the track, have a little bit of fun here, as we see him doing donuts and having a little bit of fun here down in the infield. We got about 2 more minutes left here in the warm-up. We are going to get into tonight's main event. I'm sorry you didn't make it, Riley. You've been in a drought. You've been in a drought. As they are going to look for some green. Oh, my God. And that's why I call him Remington. Bryce won it. Bryce won it. Mason did make it. Mason did make it, though. So all you guys rooting for Mason, he did make it. Let's see. I did lift. Yeah, you know what happens. I think some of it is, I don't think you've been on iRacing as long as some of these guys have been either. I could be wrong, but I am going to assume that you haven't been on as long as some of these other guys. All right, it is going to be about 50 seconds left here tonight. Connor Cullen out there, him and Dusty are the only ones that have put a lap in. You can see these guys having a little bit of fun. Lovelace in his typical reverse. I just noticed that the flaps are going up when they're going in reverse. Oh! Go ahead, brake check them. Oh, here comes Remington. Here comes Remington. He missed him. Oh, God. All right, so about 14 seconds left. We're going to get into tonight's feature. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight at Talladega in the Xfinity cars. It will be wild. We will get a big one or two. They do get one fast repair. They need to take care of it. Good luck, Dusty. Yeah, Dusty made it. He made it on time. He didn't have to go through the chaos, through the gauntlet. And now we are heading into tonight's feature. All right, so tonight's main event, it is going to be Zach Lovelace starting on the pole here tonight. Tommy Koenig in second. Going to be Asher in the number 3 spot. Jared Jones in 4th. Dusty Martin's going to start in 5th. Matt Selby in 6th. Landon Moody in 7th. Going to be Connor Cullen in that number 8 spot. Justin Farless in 9th. Mike in 10th. Going to be Mark Thrash in the number 11 spot. Braden in 12th. William Clark in 13th. Going to be Shane Haas in the number 14 spot. Jamie in 15th. Jared Gotch in 16th. Alex Cox going to be starting that number 17 spot. Kenny Storkson in 8th. Morgan in or 18th. Morgan in 19th. Going to be Ashton in 20th. Brady Gotch in 21st. Bryce Hinton in that number 22 spot. Going to be Remington James in 23rd. Mason Gobick in 24th. And rounding out the field, it is going to be Fireball and Dale Rapp. Oh, no. Well, we'll get a caution at some point. All right, guys, let's just go through a couple of things. This start will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. Do not jump out of lane before the start-finish line. Obviously, if somebody misses a shift and you got to do it, I do understand that, and I will use my discretion on that. You get one fast repair tonight. Make sure you guys take care of it. If you get in a wreck and I do not throw the caution flag, go down and get that fast repair. When I do throw the caution, just get your laps back. Run the top side. So that being said, if you are a lead lap car, under caution, please roll the double yellow line so that those guys have plenty of room to get around you and get their laps back. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight. Make sure you guys take care of that fast repair. You don't want to use it up early. It is a long race, really. Have fun, and let me know if you guys need anything. All right, let's see. Sounds like you need to start selling feet picks. I heard Jonathan buys them. All right, looking for the green flag as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. It is going to be 2x2. As they come out of turn at number 4. Hit F10, and on the right-hand column, hit drivers. Looking for the green flag as it is 2x2 down the front straightaway. It is going to be Zach Lovelace, Tommy Kohig on that front row, looking for the green flag. Don't tell my secrets. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Great start by the field as they look for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Lovelace leading on the inside. Everybody's staying pretty organized right now, but the cars have not come up to speed. Guys, make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows in. Let's get some people up in the stream. 2 years in iRacing and rookie license. He might not run. He might only do hosted. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3. A couple guys falling back to the back. They want to save those fast repairs as we got a wreck in the back already. We're going to keep it green. They keep it going straight. Oh, they're still wrecking. Still wrecking. We're going to keep it green for now as we move back up to the front. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Who's going to lead lap number 1 first? It's going to be Lovelace at the point, but here comes Kohig. Big run on the outside, but Lovelace leads lap number 1. So we had a little bit of a hiccup here. We got a couple guys spread out through the field. A few guys able to hold on, but it looks like Dale, Brady, William, Ashton, Jamie, Mason, Connor, and Alex all at the back of the field. I'm not sure why Alex is a lap down, but hopefully it fixes that with them guys. If it doesn't, we will get them back on the lead lap. And officials, all people do is troll, so I start. As they look for the start finish line for lap number 2, Lovelace continues to lead. All right, let's keep the chatter down. Down the front straightaway, it is going to be Lovelace at the line this time by. Topside trying to form as Asher leads it up on the high side. He's got Kohig all over the back of him. We got the Swifties hooked up together. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but we're going to go jump on. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're not all hooked up together. Where is Selby? Oh, Selby's back a couple spots. But we got Team Swifty with Tommy Kohig, Jared Jones, and Matt Selby all in Taylor Swift cars. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Going to be Lovelace leading the way. The 22 of Mark Thrash going to look to the outside, trying to get that third lane to form as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Are they still wrecking? As we move back up to the front, this field still battling it out up at the front as they're 3 wide through the tri-oval. It's going to be Dusty Martin that time by. Dusty going to lead it that time by, slides up in front of Lovelace. Lovelace couldn't do anything about it as Asher absolutely pushes them up to the front as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Pretty calm right now. I mean, they're making some moves, but nobody being ultra aggressive up at the front after that first wreck that kept green, because everybody ended up straightening it up as they head for turn number 3. All right, so this is a 17-car pack. The rest of the guys are back there, and it did put the other guys back on the lead lap as we got a big spin up at the front. Yellow flag comes out. Oh, they're still wrecking. Tommy hard into the outside wall. All right, let's go take a look and see. Yeah, Asher looked like he just tried to come up a little bit late there, and Tommy's going to get nailed from behind. Oh, my God. That hit from Tommy. All right, we're going to have to go look at Tommy again. Oh, we're back it up. Watch this hit from Tommy. Tommy just about has it cleared. But these guys bounce off the wall. Oof! Big hit for Tommy. As we get the caution flag here once again. I don't think that's the way Jared wanted to nail Taylor Swift. Let's go, Landon, says Landon. I'm going to assume that that wasn't the way that Jared wanted to nail Taylor Swift. All right, so first caution flag of the night. Tommy taken and that toe in the number 7 machine. No choice there. He will get his laps back. Just going to take a little bit of time. Looks like Selby down on pit road. Remington is going to stay out. Asher on pit road. Asher did a pretty good job keeping that one clean. Jared on pit road. Ashton on pit road. A lot of cars on pit road. They are glad that caution flag came out as Dusty Martin leads the way. You know what? I can change that so you can see everybody. Hold on, let me find that spot. All right, now you can see everybody on the ticker. If that's too much, let me know. Landon, thank you for the 5 roses. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 5 roses. As Dusty leads the way here tonight, these guys down on pit road. Not sure how long Tommy had the tow for. Oh, he's done towing. He's back out. Go ahead and pass the field when you get up there, Tommy. So you guys are going to have a lap car coming up on the outside here in a little bit. He's just coming off of pit road. Tommy's going to get up here, get that lap back. That should No, I think he's still going to be a lap down. He's going to have to get one more lap back. No, he's only one lap down, so that'll put him back on the lead lap. When he gets around him, Tommy got into Asher. Him and Asher got together. That's what brought out that caution, as we are going to re-rack him, restack him. It is going to be 7 laps complete when they take the green flag, as they double them up 2 by 2. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do it again when we start anyway. Yeah, we'll have to run something with headlights to do that. That would be fun though. I don't know how it would show on the stream, but all right, so we got another one getting back on the lead lap. That is going to be Bryson in the number 28. He gets back on the lead lap as we look for the green flag at this time by. If you guys want, you can stack them up 2 by 2. I know some of you guys are. It's going to have you single file in the back if you want. It's up to you. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, field has some stragglers coming along. Tommy is going to catch the field. Dusty Martin going to lead the way as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Just a reminder, this start is on Dusty. He can go anytime after the pace car pulls off up until the green flag comes out. Then everybody can go. All right, so pace car going to pull in. When will Dusty fire off? I don't know when he will decide to fire off, but he is controlling the field down into the tri-oval. We got any more people trying to catch up? We do have a couple people still trying to catch up to the field. They are not going to catch him in time. Dusty going to take the green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Lovelace going to grab the lead before the start finish line as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side all the way through this pack as they head into turn number 1. It is going to be Dusty on the inside. Lovelace up high. He's got a little bit of help from Landon Moody. Hopefully he doesn't get darmed as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes the 5 of Remington up in that third lane out of turn number 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Third lane starting to form up there on the high side, a little bit further back as these guys jockey for position. Can they keep it green? Got a couple stragglers in the back. Did not catch the field in time. They might be actually in a good spot as they head. Oh, we're wrecking. We got one down through the grass. Big door. Big door for Dusty Martin. They're able to keep it clean as Dusty comes back out on the track. Big save. Oh, we got a big wreck. Big wreck into turn number 1 and 2. Big wreck into turn number 1 and 2. I think Moody's going to get caught up in that one. I heard of my bad, Moody. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at... Yeah, just a bad push. Just a bad push there. Remington going to take big damage from a couple cars as they go around. Selby going to navigate his way through. Great job by Selby. Oh, did he get contact? Wow. All right, so we are going to go jump on with Selby. Watch this evasion here, wreck evasion. He is on top of it. We're going to jump into his in-car. He has got a lot going on in front of him. Let's back it up just a tick. Watch from Selby's view. They're going to wreck up in front of him. He's going to go high. They're going to come down. Oh, my God. That was close. Pucker moment. Oh, my God. That was so close. So close for Selby as he makes his way through. As Lovelace inherits the lead as we get a quick caution here tonight. Yeah. That was a hell of a save. That was wild. That might knock a few people out. Braden had to take the tow. Looks like Dale has left. Braden taking the tow. He's going to get back out there, get those laps back. That was crazy. It definitely was crazy. Oh, you dodged some too? That was wild. All right, so we got some cars coming down on pit road. Looks like Lovelace going to make his way on. I think he might have some damage on the left side of that car. Let's go take a look. Yeah, he does have some damage on the right front from when him and Dusty got together. He's going to go down on pit road, get some damage repaired on that number 00. And Farless is going to inherit the lead in that number 14. Got clipped. Look, if you get back, when you get back out there, just get your laps back. Just like Tommy did, or lap. It might only be a lap. As we are under caution here once again tonight. Make sure you guys take the opportunity. We got 15 people watching over on YouTube, and we only got 4 likes. Hit that like button. Does help YouTube share the stream. Get more people up in here. Same thing. Well, we got 10 reactions, 10 viewers over on Facebook. I don't know if they got any kind of reactions over on and Kenny with the resubscribe. Appreciate that, Kenny. Over on Twitch. Thank you for those extra likes. I see we got 2 more likes over there on YouTube. Appreciate that, guys. All right, let's make a goal. Over on let's see what we got going on. I think I'm going to do a goal over on YouTube. Let me think about what I can do. Let's see. We're going to do 10 super chats. And oh, I got to go let's see. If we get 10 super chats in the next 15 minutes, I will give Landon and Moody an EOL every caution. All right, there we go. All right, I just put a goal on YouTube. If I get 10 super chats in the next 15 minutes, I will give Landon Moody an EOL every caution. All right, got them stacked up 2 by 2 into turn number 3. Braden's going to be at least 1 lap down here as these guys roll through turn number 3 and 4. These guys, Braden will get back on. You guys will get back on the lead lap on the next one. As we come out of turn number 4. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat as they come out of turn number 4. Looking for that green flag. It is going to be Farless leading the way. Thank you for the super. Oh, you're going to do one at a time. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Farless going to lead the way. Mike in second on that outside. Definitely a little separation there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down into 1 and 2. Mike going to lead the way. Asher in second now on the outside. Big push out of turn number 2. He's going to stay up there with Asher. He's not going to bail on him. He's seen Asher push all night long. Asher's going to bail on him. Down to the bottom side. Asher looking for the lead, looking for turn number 3. Asher going to lead into turn number 3 and 4. Down on the bottom side. Took advantage. Mike let him pull all the way forward, and Asher ditches on him as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, here comes Mike back up on the outside. Mark Thrash all over the back of him. Asher's going to blink out a little bit. Down the front straightaway, going to be Mike at the line, this time by big push from Mark Thrash. Down into turn number 1 and 2. 13 laps complete as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Mike leads the way. Mark Thrash in second. They are jockeying for position everywhere. That intensity starting to pick up as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Bottom side definitely with the advantage. Top side is starting to fade. Ashton is leading it with Kenny Storkson in that number 2 spot. Here comes Selby up the middle in that number 13. Selby threading the needle as he comes through turn at number 3 and 4, jumps up to the top side. What a move by Matt Selby. Selby ain't done. He's going to jump back to the middle. Asher's going to come up and take the push as they come through the trial. A big save by Asher. Selby gets clipped. He goes around. Big wreck down the front straightaway. Caution flag comes out. Big wreck down the front. Selby was digging through the middle. All right, we're going to go back and take a look and see. Uh-oh. Selby was crab walking. All right, so let's take a look at this one. This one gets real wild here. We need to back this one up a little bit. Selby makes some crazy moves. Oh, big put. Yeah, just. Oh, that was unfortunate. That wasn't even really on Selby. Big wreck there. Big wreck. Wow, that was wild. All right, let's go. I just watched that restart. The outside definitely did not go before the leader. I mean, he might have gotten there before the leader did, but the leader started and then he did. You know, I already cleared the black. I'll clear the blacks when we go green. It's just dumb. I got to get a black clear. I've just heard like 10 of them. No. There's a bunch of other people. We don't want to love each other like you want to love us. Yeah. It's been a little rough the last couple weeks, 2 weeks. Yeah, if you speed on pit road, as long as you don't go more than 15 miles per hour, I think it is, it's just an EOL. And even if I clear it, you still get the EOL. All right, we got them stacked up out of turn number 2, looking for the green flag. It is going to be a 13-lap shootout here. I will say, though, if you are one of those ones that have to be single file, I don't care if you guys want to double them up. That's up to you. And if nobody else wants to jump up there, you're more than welcome to. Into turn at number 3 and 4, Mike and Jared on that front row. It is going to be Mike in the 14, Jared Jones in that number 18. He's got Kohig behind him, so a pair of teammates working together here as they come out of turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Yeah, Kohig's already on the back of Jared Jones. Let's see what happens when we get to the green flag here. Mike is going to lead the way side by side, looking for that start finish line. Green flag is out. Big jump down on the bottom side. Mike going to lead the way heading for turn number 1 and 2. Tommy got to his bumper a little bit too soon as we got one jumping up way up on the high side. I don't know why he would do that. Laps down. Like that makes no sense. As they come out of turn number 2, it is going to be Mike leading the way. Oh my God, they are jockeying for position like it's the last lap. Hey, it's been a minute. What's up, Steven? Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Mark Thrash going to work the high side with Landon Moody. Into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side for the front. Third lane starting to form as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. Can Mark and Landon Moody get it to work? They are getting it to work as they come down the front straightaway. down the front straightaway, looking for that start finish line. A little bit of contact up at the front. That's going to allow that third lane to start to roll forward. Starting to form up in that third lane into turn number 1 and 2. Fireball's going to jump up there. Mason up there. So we got Mark Thrash, Landon Moody, Fireball, and Mason Gobick up on that top side. They got more help coming. Here comes Shane Haas, and behind him, it is going to be, I think it is Asher Hansen. It is, as they head for turn number 3 and 4. So a bunch of regulars up on the top side as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Mike leads the way on the bottom side. Oh, big wreck. Oh, my God. And the whole field dies. Yeah, I don't know what happened. We had like 2 months, 3 months there where it was good. And then, hold on, let me mute TikTok so I can say what I want to say. And then we just go straight retard mode the last 2 weeks. All right, so let's. I mean, it was just tight racing, really. But I mean, we still have a lot of laps left. There's no reason to be racing that hard. It looks like the 9 is going to push up. Well, these guys are coming down. The 9 is up high. Yeah. And watch the ride that Jared Jones takes here. Oh, my God. Big hit for Jared Jones. Well, Jared, next time the AI and iRacing Dirt Talk asks what the worst wreck you've ever been in, that's going to be it. Well, yeah, just get your laps back when you get back out. Reminds you of Ryan Newman. That was wild. If you're not pitting, it's going to give it back to you again. So I know if you're not pitting, it is going to give it to you again. That's why clearing the black flag sometimes is dumb unless you're going on a pit road. All right, so a lot of cars getting caught up in that one. This field's going to get really slim. We should get a good little shootout here. A lot of these guys have used these fast repairs already as these guys pull out on the track. Selby's done for the night. Moody made it back out. We'll see if Jared Jones makes it back out on the track. He is still waiting on his toe, I guess, or he's got too much damage. Is this Wreckfest? Yeah, right? How did you lose to these guys? All right, so it looks like we are definitely slimming down the field a little bit here. Morgan, just take your lap back. Just jump on the outside, take your lap back. I'll clear the black when we go green. All right, so Landon Moody going to get back on the lead lap. Yeah, Lovelace is still looking pretty good, I think, isn't he? Oh, no, Lovelace, where is he? He's deep. He's 11th. That is deep in this field. Looking for that green flag as they come down the back straightaway. Looks like we got, where's, oh, he's getting a lap back. He's got many laps down. It's going to be Tommy leading the way. All right, looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Listening to these guys talk as they come out of turn number 4. Tommy Kohig and Remington James on that front row as they come out of turn number 4. Who's it going to be? Looking for the green pace car is in. It is going to be Tommy out front, leading the way. When's he going to fire off? Remington trying to make it so he doesn't lose too much ground on the start. A little bit of a dirt trick there. Leading the leader. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Remington definitely asleep as the number 1 Swifty, Tommy Kohig, leads the way heading for turn number 1. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be single file up at the front. 8 laps to go. Can we keep it green? Man, these guys are going single file for the first time here tonight. Man, if you guys had done that like, I don't know, 20 laps ago. Down the back straightaway, starting to jockey for position, doubling it back up as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for turn at number 3. Remington up on that high side. He's got no help right now. Alex closing the gap. Is Alex our biggest? No, Alex isn't our biggest mover. Fireball is our biggest mover as he's into the number 2 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for the line. Going to be 7 laps to go when they come across the line. Can we keep it? I'm just going to leave it green. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, it is going to be Tommy leading the way. Fireball in second. We got a little pack up here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. The second lane, the second group is going to have to get together and work together to catch that front pack. You got Lovelace, Moody, and Mason in there. They could potentially do it as they head for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Kohig going to lead the way through turn number 3 and 4. Topside trying to form. Small pack here. Will these guys be able to catch the pack? Mark dropping back a little bit. I think he's trying to allow those guys to try and catch the draft. How far back are they? They're about 1.7 seconds back. As they head across the line, it is going to be Kohig leading the way. So it looks like Lovelace and Moody are working good together right now. They need these two to catch up, and they need to keep it as close as they can. Morgan is just out. Farless a ways back as Kohig continues to lead the way. Back up at the front, Tommy going to continue to lead with Fireball in second. Not a whole lot going on right now, trying to organize that top lane as they head through turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of a blink out of Asher as they come down the front straightaway. It is going to be the 14 to the outside. Mike going to try to catch that third lane as it looks like maybe the second group did catch these guys. So Moody and Lovelace did catch this group. So they are starting to catch this group as these guys are racing hard into 1 and 2. 5 laps to go, side by side up at the front. Mike going to lead the way in the top lane. Kohig down low. He's got Fireball all over the back of him down the back straightaway. So the rest of these guys are catching for the most part. These guys behind him are starting to catch a little bit. Ashton picking up the back of that pack. Now we're just waiting on Cullen and Gobic and Morgan. These guys are way too far back to do anything right now. As we move back up to the front, it is going to be Mike leading the way. Oh, we got a spin. Lovelace goes around into the inside wall. Mark Thrash went around. Back up to the front, it is going to be Mike leading the way with 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go as they head through turn number 1 and 2. I got tired of throwing cautions, if you can't tell. As they come down the back straightaway, they're going to get single file. Ashton going to look up to the top side, not able to do anything, gets back in line as they come down the back straightaway. They need to get in line right now as they head through turn number 3 and 4. They're going to come to 3 to go this time by. 3 laps to go when Mike crosses the line this time by. We have a 9-car pack here. Here comes Asher to the outside. He's got help from behind. Remington can't get back to the back bumper, though, as they come down the front straightaway. Asher's going to get aggressive with the side draft, make some ground. Now he's got help. Lap car down on the bottom as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Mike's going to lead the way. Third lane definitely starting to form a little bit as Landon Moody's going to pick up Kohig as they come out of turn number 2. Lap traffic trying to bleed its way into, or connect its way together to get into the pack. Wow, I can't even talk right now as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It's been a long one. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Mike continues to lead. Bryce in that number 2 spot. Bryce won the Consi. He's looking to win the feature here tonight. As they come across the line, it is going to be 2 laps to go. Will they make the white flag? That is going to be the question here. We got a lap car down on the bottom, rolling through turn number 1 and 2. Side by side, up at the front. I think Jared finally made it out as they come down the front straightaway. He's going to try to pick up his teammate here. If he can keep this trap, maybe give his teammate a push as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Remington up in that third lane all by himself. He's going to get help. Here comes Tommy Kohig to his back bumper as they head into turn number 3. Tommy's going to bail on him as they come out of turn number 4 looking for that white flag this time by. Asher going to get the run on the outside as they come to the white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Mike leads the way. Bryce in second. Asher in third. Fireball fourth. Moody in fifth. Down into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to get a little tighter onto that inside lane. Asher's going to get aggressive with the side draft as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Moody with the push. Asher's going to disappear. Horrible time for Asher to disappear. Third lane starting to form. Moody jumps up to the third lane. They're jockeying for position. Here comes Ashton in the number 17. He gets to the back bumper. The top lane has fallen apart as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Ashton spins it. Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking from second on back. Asher sneaks his way through. Mike leads the way down the front straightaway. It is going to be Mike with the win here tonight. Asher in second. Remington, no hood Remington, gonna limp across the line in third. They're still wrecking. They're still wrecking down the front straightaway. Fireball's gonna smoke across the line in 6th. Mason, the one everybody was excited about in the heat race, makes his way into the Consi and finishes 5th here tonight. All right, so that is it for tonight. We're going to go through these results. We'll bring in the top 3 if they get in the Discord. Mike, I don't know if you're in there, But jump in. I will give you an interview as we wait for everybody to cross the line so I can actually go through the results. Good run, Mike. You're welcome, Kenneth. Mike going to take that win, and it looks like everybody is crossed. Let's go through these results. It is going to be Mike with the win here tonight. Asher in second. Remington in third. Going to be Morgan in that number 4 spot. Mason in fifth. Fireball in sixth. Going to be Ashton in the number 7 spot. Farless in eighth. Braden in ninth. Going to be Alex in 10th. Bryce in 11th. Jamie in 12th. Shane Haas in 13th. Kenny in 14th. Landon Moody in 15th. Kohig going to be 16th. Colin in 17th. Mark Thrash in 18th. Then it's going to be William in that number 19 spot. Zach Lovelace in 20th. Brady Gotch 21st. Jared Gotch 22nd. Jared Jones in 23rd. Going to be Martin in that number 24 spot. Selby 25th. And Dale Rapp in that number 26 position. I don't know if Mike's got the Discord, but you guys are in here. That was a long race, but Remington, third place here tonight. Up and down night for you, but bringing it home third, you got to be happy with that.
Oh, yeah. Can't complain about that at all. Yeah, the beginning was rough, but at the end, when that last wreck happened, I just told myself we're throttling through it. We're going to make something happen.
Yeah, Bryce, I was looking at that.
Hold on.
He split the lane there. That's stupid.
All right, so yeah, it looked like you stuck yourself up out in that third lane a couple times, and people bailed on you. It just couldn't seem to get it to work, and that third lane really never came in tonight. Not extremely strong anyway.
No, it never did. I was hoping to have a couple people jump out with me to see if we can make something work, and right there at the end, it was me, Asher, and Moody, and we had a good run going, but I just got real hot and I had to hop out. But it paid off in the long run.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank you for hosting this. Asher, Moody, all the guys on Discord, everybody at Mid-South Mafia. And as Ric Flair says, woo, I did it.
Ashton, yep, you got 7th. Spun out on your own, but got 7th. Asher, we'll go from Ashton to Asher. I was talking to Ashton in the chat, but man, good run for you here tonight. I don't know who is that in that car right there, and that I don't know who that is. Is that Mike?
Who?
Hold on, let me see. Mike, if you're still in here, I do interviews for the top 3. All right. So, second place here tonight. Qualifying is key for you. You seem
I
to
don't usually do well in the consies.
Yeah, you seem to struggle in the consi in the heat. There you go. Second place here tonight. You had to work for it. A little bit of an up and down night. Did a 360. I don't think you got a lot of damage when you spun out up at the front earlier, did you?
No, I didn't even get much damage on my second one either because I had a faster panel left in the tank. That's why I was so racing is kind of hard. So, but me racing hard got me up in that position, so I'm happy with my decisions.
Well, the fact that you made the race here tonight tells me that this race definitely probably went better than NAS tonight.
No, I didn't do it tonight. I could have, but I didn't do it.
That is a brutal long race. But good run here tonight in that number 42 machine. You had the good run up on the high side, but it seemed like hold on, I was looking to see whose name was what. It seemed like Moody bailed on you there after you had that little blink. I mean, that kind of killed your run going for the lead late in this one.
Yeah, Moody, he bailed on me, darn. But I think what also happened was the bottom guy, the reason they even crashed was because the second place guy literally blew up. So I think I don't know if there was any way being that bottom since that guy in second place
Thanks
was
for the
pushing as
hope.
hard as he did because he blew up pushing and I just avoided it. I don't know if I would have been in a good spot even if they didn't blow up, but yeah, that was a crazy finish. I just hit the wall to try to avoid them because I heard them explode next to me, and that was crazy.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Thanks to John's mom. Thanks for streaming, broadcasting, Mobile One on the car, and good finish, Remington. And I don't know if Mike is listening to the stream, but good win, Mike.
Well, great run, guys. A little bit of a long race, but hopefully next week we do a little bit better. But hell of a show at the end there.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. Got pretty crazy in there. Might have to switch things up a little bit. Look for some announcements. That is going to be it for tonight. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.